Good afternoon. My name is Manuela Seiberth and I'm the founder and director at Aspire Immigration Australia. We are immigration lawyers and migration agents, and we assist individuals and businesses with visa and immigration. Welcome to the live. We have LinkedIn, Facebook and Instagram. Welcome everyone. As you join us, I would like to ask you to please give me not a like, give me a love, give me a heart, a love heart. Because, there is news in regards to the algorithm. A love heart, or, when you heart a post, then there's just more happening with regards to the algorithm. So I would appreciate as you join the live, please give it a heart. Thank you very much, Helen. And as usual, I will just talk for a few minutes for everyone to arrive. Today I'm super excited. Also, actually, because we're trying a new thing today, can you please let me know, can you hear me? Type yes in the comment box if you can hear me, please. Thank you, Wayne, for the heart. Appreciate that. Appreciate the love, people. Share the love. Especially in these tough times like we're going through at the moment. Thank you, Lou Etin and Claudia. So you guys are on Facebook. Perfect. Thank you, Chris. To the beautiful people on Instagram and perfect, Mark. Thank you. Thanks for watching. It's my first LinkedIn live. This is very exciting for me and for the team. That we now finally, after months of waiting for our broadcasting license with LinkedIn, that we are finally live. Okay, so we've got quite a few people now online, and as you can see, the winning topic is the changes to the skilled visa nomination program. Yeah, so I will talk about that. And also, as usual, let me know where you are from. Let me know in the comments. I tell you what, guys, I'm so excited for this live. I mean, we've been doing lives now since the start of the year, so for 7 months. And every week I go live and talk about a topic that you the audience, choose. We always give you 3 topics to choose from. And today, very clear winner was the Skilled Visa Nomination Program. And like I said, perfect. Louis Tin is from Indonesia. Claudia is in Perth. We have someone from Zimbabwe. As I said in the beginning, please, as you come in and join the live, please give us a love heart, because that does amazing things to the algorithm, and that means we can keep going with these lives. So please give me the love. Wayne from the Gold Coast. Wayne is a regular. Always good to see you, Wayne. Parvinder is in North Queensland. Oh, that's interesting. Whereabouts in North Queensland? Are you in Cairns? Chris is in Brisbane. It's beautiful weather here in Queensland. I'm on the Gold Coast, and yesterday felt like summer. So I went for a beautiful beach walk. We're nearly there, Queenslanders and Australians. People in Australia, we're nearly there, nearly summer. Okay, so as you give me the love hearts, and as you let me know where you're from in the comments, okay, because we want to make this as much interaction as possible. I obviously do all the talking, but you can contribute and participate with, the chat box. So, when I say chat box, I mean comment box. And to my LinkedIn people, I'm not 100% sure how that works with LinkedIn, because on LinkedIn, we don't stream directly. We're using a third party in between, which is called StreamYard. So I can't see any comments on LinkedIn, but that's okay. As long as you can hear me, that is the most important thing. All right. And yeah, so please, I always encourage you to post your comments and your questions related to the topic. Okay, so today, or like always, every live, I'm answering your questions in regards to the topic. So I'm not answering questions in regards to anything else, like not partner visas, not employer-sponsored visas or anything like that. Okay, so today is just state-nominated visas, subclass 190 and subclass 491. Okay, oh, we've got people from Bali, we've got people from Orana in New South Wales. That's beautiful. Excellent. And yeah, great. Okay, let's get started. Are you excited? Give me a yes in the comments if you're excited. I am, as you can tell maybe, I'm very excited. I didn't even need a second coffee today. I was that excited. Also because I figured out the whole technicalities between LinkedIn and StreamYard. Yeah, excellent. So Parvinder's asking about the English score. Yep, we're talking about that. Chris is excited with me. Wonderful. Thank you, Chris. Awesome. Helen is excited. Yes, team. Okay, so today I'm talking about subclasses 190 and 491 and the nomination process in all the different states. Okay, so we're not just focusing on one state. No, we're talking about all the states and all the territories. All right. To the people who are in Australia, if you have not put your location in there yet, let me know in the comments which state are you in. So we have Queensland, Northern Territory, New South Wales, Victoria, Tasmania, Western Australia, ACT, and South Australia. So we're going all around and we're going to talk about each individual state. Now, some states had more changes than others, so we'll be talking about some states more than others. Obviously, if there's nothing to report, there's nothing to report. We can spend that time then rather to answer questions. Okay. So while you are typing your state, and as you can see, as usual, I have my notes just so I don't forget anything. Especially today where I'm so excited. It's very important that I stick to the program so that you get, all the information that you need. So while you're typing your locations and while you're giving me your love hearts, so instead of giving me a like, please give me a love heart. And while you're doing that, and I really appreciate your participation, I will briefly explain the basics of subclasses 190 and subclass 491. Yeah. So the occupation need to be on the skills list. Okay. So that's very important. Secondly, the applicants need to meet the requirements. And this is in regards to English, this is in regards to the points test, this is in regards to the skills assessment, and regards to the required qualifications and work experience. So this is just a brief overview of what is required for a skilled visa. Great. The application of a skilled nominated visa has 3 steps. The first one is expression of interest, second one is nomination, and the third one is visa application. Today, we are talking about step number 2, nomination, which is coming from the state. And sometimes also, sometimes you can lodge both expression of interest and nomination, and sometimes you can only lodge expression of interest and then you need to wait for the state to select you, state or territory. So when I say state, I mean also territory. So there is 2 territories, so Northern Territory and the ACT. So they are territories, everything else is states. But for today, I mainly refer to states, which includes the territories as well, just to be Correct. Okay, so are you ready? I am starting with the first state, which is Victoria. And for people who live in Australia, they know, but for everyone offshore who's maybe not familiar with the geography of Australia, Victoria is the state around Melbourne. So, also just to explain, we had just a new financial year starting. So in Australia, the financial year is from the 1st of July until the 30th of June. So this is the financial year in Australia. I know in other countries, such as my country, Germany, we have the financial year same as the calendar year. So 1st of January until the 31st of December. In Australia and other countries, it's different. And each financial year, it's really important for immigration because that's usually when all the changes happening, and that's when states are getting their new allocations for state-sponsored visas, subclasses 190 and 491. Yeah? So I will now start with Victoria, and Victoria has a total of 4,000 places. 3,500 for the 190 and 500 for the 491. Now that's a little bit of a small number for the 491 because the 491 is for regional areas. Yeah, 190 is for the whole of the state, and 491 you cannot be in Melbourne. You have to be outside of the city. Okay. And Victoria, they focus on the so-called STEM, so STEM. And that means they are prioritizing people with skills in science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and medical. So there is definitely the focus on these skills and these skill sets. Also, they prioritize for 190, so 190 visas, they prioritize the Melbourne business precincts such as Parkville, Footscray and Docklands. So that's really important for you to know. Who is in Victoria? Let me know in the comments. Just type VIC, Vic. Give me a Vic in the comments, please. Can't see any Vic yet. Okay, you just let me know. You just put it in the comments when you're ready. Also, if you're watching the replay, no problems. Then just still, keep your comments coming, keep your questions coming. So you just watch it and you just can still answer my questions as you watch it. And we always reply to comments and questions, even if you watch it after the live. All right, so that's why we're recording it, and that's why we then also upload it later on so people can watch it. Okay, so if you're in Victoria, or if you want to go and migrate to Victoria, then put a Vic into the comments. Okay, I can't see a Vic yet. Okay. New South Wales, moving on to New South Wales, which is the state around Sydney. So both of these states at the moment, Victoria and New South Wales, are in a very, very hard lockdown. So let me know, is there anyone in New South Wales or Victoria? Sending you all my love. I hope you're well. Keep yourself busy. I know it's hard when you can't leave the house, but yeah. So let me know, is there anyone from New South Wales or Victoria? New South Wales, just give me an NSW. Okay, Rajaji is in New South Wales. Okay, sending you lots of love, Rajaji. So good news for New South Wales people. You got the highest number of allocations. Yeah? So you've got 4,000 places for the 190. And nearly 4,000, you got 3,640 places for the 491. So that is the highest number. So that's good news. That's great news for New South Wales. Okay, moving on to Western Australia. There is a lot happening in Western Australia in regards to immigration, and especially for the state-nominated visa program. Who is in Western Australia or wants to migrate to Western Australia? Western Australia is a WA. 2 letters, WA. So WA allocations is 1,100 for the 190 and the 491 visa has 340 places. So the 491 is the provisional visa with a pathway to permanent residency, and the 190 is the permanent visa. So once you get the 190, you automatically a permanent resident immediately. With the 491, it takes you 3 years to get to the PR stage. But both visa subclasses are great. The 491 visa is a great visa option, okay? So Claudia says, I live here, but I might be moving out. You live in Perth, but you may be moving somewhere else, you mean. Okay, where are you moving to, Claudia? Okay, so Western Australia has an interesting state-nominated visa program. So it has 2 categories based on occupations. It has a Schedule 1 and a Schedule 2, and they have different requirements. Good news for Western Australia, they added 74 occupations to their list. So that's great, because usually every year, the skilled lists, they're getting updated usually twice a year, and also sometimes during the year. But in this case, they actually added occupations and didn't remove any. So that's great news. Maybe we can get a like or love heart for that on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. So that's good. Even better news. Okay, so for all my people offshore, type offshore in the comments if you're offshore, meaning outside of Australia. Type offshore. So anywhere but Australia. Because you may have seen our post that I did for South Australia. And I will talk about that as soon as I get some comments on, okay, Ryan is offshore. Ryan, where are you? Helen is offshore. I think, Helen, you are in New Zealand, if I get that right. I think you're from the UK, but you're in England. From the UK, but you're in New Zealand. Then we have Evelyn, offshore. Okay, so offshore people, keep commenting offshore, because I will get to you in a moment. The good thing about WA is, and I think, Claudia, you explained that you're thinking of leaving. The good thing about WA is that they are now allowing applications from applicants who are interstate. Yeah, because so usually what happens with onshore applications for 190 and for the 491 is you have to have lived in the state for a certain amount of time, which varies from state to state. Now, Western Australia, they really need people, hence they have increased their skills list by 74 occupations, and they're also now allowing applications from outside of WA. Okay, so this is amazing. The only thing you need, besides meeting all the requirements, is you need to have a job offer from a Western Australian business. Okay, moving on. ACT is the territory around Canberra, which is capital city of Australia. So allocations are 600 places for 190 and 1,400 places for the 491 visa. Do we have anyone in the ACT or wanting to move to the ACT? If so, please comment ACT. And the benefit of letting me know where you're located, you know, like if you're in a state in Australia, if you're offshore and so on, then I can also, you know, include that with regards to certain things I say in this live, maybe also a follow-up afterwards. So what I do, obviously I can't present and also comment. So the comments that you will see while I'm doing the live is from my team, from my social media team. But once I finish the live, then I go into all the comments and look at everything and will comment myself as well. Yeah, and you can see that from previous lives, that's what I do. Because, you know, I'm passionate about assisting people, giving out information where we can. Okay, so we've got someone on Instagram. Kajal is planning to move to the ACT. You're now in Victoria. Okay, wonderful. Great. So we're halfway through. We're now moving on to South Australia. And this is now from our offshore people. Where are my offshore people? Okay, we've got Ryan in South Africa. We've got Jitesh in Dubai. We've got Helen in New Zealand. Evelyn, where are you from? I think from memory, I think because you've been on the lives before, I think from memory, is it Philippines maybe? Do we have anyone on LinkedIn? LinkedIn is a bit quiet, but definitely super excited to be live on LinkedIn. We've got Elmian also in South Africa. Wonderful. Yeah, we have lots of clients in South Africa. And oh my God, so much love to you. I see what's happening in South Africa, and I hope you're safe. I hope you're well. Stay positive. And yeah, all my love. Okay, so great news. South Australia is opening to offshore applicants. So there's 36 occupations that are now, well, not now, applications open tomorrow, Tuesday, the 20th of July, 8 a.m. for 36 applications offshore. And I'm not going to read out the 36 occupations. Just go and find our recent, one of our recent posts, and there's a list of all 36 occupations. So if your occupation is on that list, then you may apply for the South Australian program. Obviously, you still need to meet all the requirements. And for that, I definitely recommend for you to book a consultation, okay? So in the consultation, this is where we assess your visa eligibility. So even if you say, oh, I really want to apply for the 190 or I want to apply for the 190 or the 491, then you know, and even if South Australia is now open for offshore, but you still, of course, need to meet the requirements, which I explained earlier with work experience and qualifications and English and skills assessment and so on. So, but yeah, that's super exciting, super exciting. So moving on to Queensland. Queensland, the Sunshine State. This is where I am based at the moment. So Queensland has 1,000 places for the 190 and 1,250 places for the 491 visa. And it's currently closed also for onshore. And it's due to open in late July. So watch this space. We are now in, well, late July, so 19th of July is today, and they are due to open in 10 or so days. Okay, so that's Queensland. Tasmania. Who do we have in Tasmania, or who wants to go and migrate to Tasmania? Tasmania is a state around Hobart, which is in the south, very south of Australia, the closest to New Zealand. It's beautiful in Tasmania. Anyone in Tasmania or wanting to go to Tasmania, give me a TAS in the comments. So Tasmania has 1,100 allocations for the 190 and 2,200 allocations for the 491. If you think about it, Tasmania is a really small state with a very, very small population. And they got 3,300 allocations in total. That is pretty good. It's more than Queensland, and Queensland is a really, really big state with a higher population. So clearly, it shows Tasmania needs people. Yeah? So Tasmania is definitely a great place to migrate to. Again, currently the program is closed also for onshore. So all programs, Ryan, I think that is your question, all programs are currently closed for offshore applications. The only program that's opening for offshore is South Australia. Okay? And Tasmania has not actually announced an open date yet. So we need to watch this space. Obviously, we will let you know as soon as we find out. Moving on to the last state, which is actually a territory, not a state. We are talking about the Northern Territory. Where are my Northern Territory people? Give me an NT in the comments. NT for Northern Territory. So NT, Northern Territory, is the territory around Darwin, which is in the top end, in the very north of Australia. That's why it's called the top end. And Darwin, Northern Territory, is very close to Asia. Timor-Leste, Philippines, Indonesia. Anyone in Northern Territory, Darwin, or Catherine, or Alice Springs? Alice Springs is in the centre of Australia, the desert. We have lots of clients who live in the Northern Territory or who want to migrate to the Northern Territory. And I myself have lived in the Northern Territory for 7 years, so I know Northern Territory very well. And before the pandemic, I used to travel very frequently to Northern Territory. But I have not been back in a while because I do not want to get stuck or have to quarantine. So I'm just holding put in Queensland. Okay, so no one is answering Northern Territory. That's okay. So Northern Territory has the lowest numbers of allocations. Northern Territory has 500 for the 190 and 500 for the 491. That's it. 1,000. So usually Northern Territory and Tasmania, they're getting compared quite a bit because they're, Northern Territory, obviously they're complete opposites in regards to location and temperatures and climates and so on. However, there's a big difference. Like Northern Territory has 1,000 allocations and Tasmania 3,300. It's a big difference. But that it is what it is. Okay, so now I open the comments for questions. So if I haven't answered your question yet, put your questions into the comment box. And if you have not given me a love heart, please give me a love heart. It's tough times. We all deserve a love heart and lots of love. Please give me a love heart for the algorithm. And please feel free to put your questions in the comment box with regards to the topic. Okay, so I will answer all questions in regards to 190 and 491 and the changes that I just explained. Okay, so I'll give you a bit of time to put your questions in. Don't take too long because we've been live now for 30 minutes. As you know, I will keep this short and sweet. I have finished with my content. Yeah, so this is what I wanted to share in regards to that. Now, like I said, I'm open to questions, but I want to wrap it up in the next few minutes. And I have an announcement to make. If you have not joined our Facebook group, join the Facebook group. Yeah, so go on Facebook and look for Ausbuyer Immigration Australia, same name as our business name, and join the group. It's free, and the reason why I'm asking you to join the group is because this is where we post important information first. Everything that we post goes there first, so you will see, breaking news there first. This is one reason why you should join the Facebook group. Secondly, it's my favorite place to hang out. So you will see a lot of me. I'm commenting a lot on there. So rather than Facebook page or Instagram or LinkedIn, I'm around there as well, okay? But mainly I really focus on the Facebook group. Yes, and my team has posted the link on Facebook for the Facebook group. And if you can you please also post it onto LinkedIn as well as Instagram? Okay, so this is one group to join the Facebook group. The other one, we are very soon doing a live Q&A, which is with me, of course, and you can ask me any questions. Okay, so meaning there's no topic, and you can ask me anything about any visa subclass, about anything relating to visa and immigration, anything, even like in regards to business or, what it's like to be a migrant in Australia and about my experiences. So really anything goes, okay? So yes, so this will be a Q&A held exclusively in the Facebook group. It's of course going to be free, so I will be sharing a lot of information and give advice for free. So usually my consultation sessions, they are a few $100. They're more expensive than the ones with my team. And in that Facebook group, I give it to you for free. Yeah, so this is another incentive why you should join the Facebook group. And as always, I'm happy now to go through your questions. However, this is just general information. I'm not going to be able to do a full assessment of someone's eligibility, okay? If I can answer a question briefly, then I will, because I want you to get value from this. However, I'm not going to be able to, spend a lot of time and go into a lot of detail. If you want personalized individual advice, you need to book a consultation. Yeah. So my team will post the link for a consultation booking. You can just go onto the website and then fill in your details. You can select the day and the time that suits you, and then make an appointment with a consultation with either one of my team. So like I said in the beginning, I lead a team of immigration lawyers and migration agents. So you can make an appointment with one of my team, or if you prefer, you can also book an appointment with me. I'm available for appointments as well. So for that one, you need to choose appointment with Manuela. So that's a different section. And also, do you know about our $50 referral fee? So we give out $50 if you refer someone for a paid consultation. Yeah. So refer your family, your friends, your work colleagues, anyone who you know that they want to get advice and help with their visa and immigration. If you refer them to us and they book a paid consultation, we pay you $50. Just like that. Cash into your bank account. Boom. And so going back to the consultation booking, when you book a consultation, we actually credit the fees towards the total fee of your services afterwards, like the visa service. So say you book a consultation to get your eligibility assessed for a 190 visa or for a 491 visa. And then we assess your eligibility and so on. And then when you go ahead with a service to do the visa service, or even like a skills assessment, for example, we do that as well, then we credit the consultation fee towards the total service fee. So it really works like a free consult when you go ahead with the services afterwards. Okay, great. So Shiva so I'm now going to answer questions. Okay, so make sure that you put your questions in the comments so that I can answer your questions. Shiva is asking about processing times in 491 these days. I applied on the 8th of May, 2021. Yep, that's now two and a bit months ago. Still no updates. Shiva, which state did you apply? Oh, sorry. Did you mean the visa? Do you mean the visa or the nomination? Okay, so while I'm waiting for Shiva to get back to me, I'm just scrolling through. So Ryan has asked, any idea when will the balance of the occupations open? I'm not part of the 36. Okay, so Ryan's question, because Ryan is offshore in South Africa, and Ryan's question is about when do the states and territories other than South Australia open to onshore, to offshore? And the answer is we don't know. So South Australia is the only state at the moment that is opening up to offshore. However, considering how things are going with Australia and lockdowns, and Australia needs people. And now South Australia opening up is a very good sign that other states hopefully follow. But there's no other announcements at this stage. Again, keep following us. We will definitely provide you with updated information in the Facebook group first, so make sure you join the Facebook group. So South Australia is like the ray of sunshine that we have at the moment for our offshore clients, existing and future clients. That's all we have at the moment for offshore. In regards to state and state nomination, we did another live, I think it was 2 weeks ago, about the priority migration skilled occupation list. So there is 41 occupations on there that can migrate, not just South Australia, that can go anywhere in Australia. So if you haven't seen that live, then I definitely recommend going to our library or YouTube channel and find that live, PMSOL, Priority Skills List, and watch it. It's because this is where I talk about the offshore occupations that can migrate at the moment if you have an occupation on that list. Okay? And there's a very small number of other options for offshore people. Again, if you are offshore and you're not sure, you can book a consultation with us and then we can explain the options to you, okay? Amia is asking, I have visa 489, I'm still offshore due to border closure. Can I apply for tourist visa? Will it cancel I I don't recommend applying for a tourist visa because you won't be able to get in anyways. So there's no point. There's no point. It depends. What is your occupation? See, that is really unfortunate for people who have visas and who got caught up in this whole border closure thing back in March 2020. Yeah. Just going through your questions. Jitesh is asking, is IELTS mandatory for Australia? It depends on the visa, and it's not just IELTS. So IELTS is the English test that Jitesh is referring to. So there's other English tests that are available as well. So the two most popular ones are IELTS and the PTE, Pearson's Test of English. So that's the two most popular ones. And then there's also Cambridge and TOEFL, and there's a few more, but IELTS and PTE are the most common ones. And mandatory for most visas, unless of course you are from an English-speaking country, like UK or US or Canada. And but yeah, usually you need an English test, especially for the 190 and the 491. You need to have at least competent English, which is a 6 in each band in IELTS. So again, if you, for example, struggle with that, then maybe the 190 and the 491 state-nominated visas maybe is not the best pathway for you. Maybe you need to get a different pathway. So we get you a different visa first, and then you improve your English, and then we go to the more higher skilled visa. Right, okay. So like I said, I'm only answering questions in regards to the topic. If you have questions that are not for this topic, then either you need to book a consultation or join the Facebook group. And then, like I said, we will soon hold a Q&A. Q&A is questions and answers with me, where I answer all your questions, okay? So Lu Etin, that is for you. Your question is not related to this topic, so either book a consultation or join the Facebook group. What is this? Rajaji, does it matter for 491 visa grant quicker if applicant working in critical sector? Well, probably, as in, again, there's no official law, but obviously they are focusing on the critical sector, especially if you, for example, in health or other critical occupations, then there is definitely a chance, you can definitely use that in your application. There's a higher chance for that to be processed faster, yes. But then again, you know, there is no guarantee. So I want to make that clear. There is not a guarantee that it will be, you know, processed quickly. But the thing is, Rajaji, because I understand you are on shore, so you are in New South Wales, and so once you lodge your 491 visa, you get a bridging visa. So it doesn't really matter, you know, because you in Australia you get work rights once you're on your bridging visa, and I mean, I do understand you would like to start the process of being on the 491. So again, you start the clock ticking towards your PR, which is 3 years from 491 being granted. But yeah, there's just no guarantees. There has been an update in regards to processing times, I think today actually. And we will also post about that. We will give an update about processing times. I see numbers are dropping, and we're reaching the 45 minutes, which is quite long. Yeah, I think we... so I'm going to answer one more question. I can't see any questions on Instagram or LinkedIn, so I'm not sure if there's just no questions or if I just can't see it. But anyways, last question is from Muhammad Humer. And he is asking, I was having NT-state nominated visa, 4 years visa, and it was expired on the 3rd of March 2021. Can this be extended or any way I can get it back? I'm a mechanical engineer and is not in Australia. Please advise. Oh, okay. So, so you had what happened there? You had the 491, sorry, is it probably 489, I presume, for 4 years, and you didn't apply for your PR. What happened? Why is that? Because on a 489, you were able to apply for PR after 2 years. And you're not telling me you had for 4 years and never applied for PR. That's a problem. And yeah, so Muhammad, I'm not sure if I may be getting some information wrong. So before I give you, incorrect advice because of lost in translation, I recommend for you to book a consultation so we can establish the facts. Sorry, when I look away, I'm looking, because I've got 3 monitors in front of me. So this is LinkedIn, this is Instagram, and this is Facebook. And Muhammad commented on Facebook, so hence I'm looking to the side. So you're getting this one. Anyways, so yeah, Muhammad, I'm not sure if I understand because I'm just really surprised. Why would you not get permanent residency within those 4 years? I don't really understand that. Yeah. Okay, so we reached 46 minutes, nearly 47. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back online again next Monday for the next live. Make sure that you vote, because I can talk about anything. We always give you three topics to choose from. Make sure that you vote, because we really count these votes, and then whatever topic gets the most votes will be selected, and then I have to talk about it. So it's your verdict, okay? Oh, my son is on there. Luke, miss you, Luke. And thank you, Chris. I'm really appreciating your attendance, and thank you so much. I hope this was valuable, and I hope you got information from it that you can apply to your case. And like I said, if you need more information, then please book a consultation, and then we spend a whole hour with you assessing your eligibility and giving you advice. And you get everything in writing. Okay? You get everything in writing, so you have that on record to refer back to. And we credit you the consultation fees. So it's a no-brainer, so they say in Australia. On that note, thank you very much for watching. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Monday. Ciao.